Good morning, everyone. Welcome to this early morning show from IGNOU Real Center, Vadagara. And today we will be talking about the discipline of economics. As you know, economics is often considered as the queen of social sciences. And being nomenclatured as so, economics has a great deal of importance in today's world. Before going into economics and its nitty-gritty, it is my proud privilege to welcome today our guest of honor who will be, in fact, talking about economics and various career opportunities related to economics, Lieutenant Dr. Sindhu Krishnadas. Madam is an associate professor and head of the Department of Economics at SN College, Chelmnur. Madam is also a very strong academic and has rendered her services in a number of colleges and institutions of higher learning across the state. Madam has also done a lot of literary and academic activities with regard to economics. And further, her deep involvement in social service is shown by the fact that Madam is also an active participant in various activities such as the NSS and so on. Madam, in fact, is a person with divergent interest and a deep abiding interest in the subject of economics. So it is our proud privilege indeed today that we have with us Lieutenant Dr. Sindhu Krishnadas as the subject expert on the very vast field of economics, about which we will be discussing in great detail today. So, Madam, welcome to this show. And I'm sure all our students will definitely benefit a lot from this particular lecture of yours. Welcome once again, ma'am.
Okay, thank you, Rajesh sir.
Yeah.
First of all, I would like to...
Before going into the presentation of Madam Sindhu Krishnadas, we will first of all have a brief glimpse of what our university has to showcase in the form of our Kulgeet. So kindly give me a moment so that I can load the Kulgeet of this university. After that very mellifluous rendering of our Kulgeet, it is indeed our pleasure today that we have none other than Dr. Sindhu Krishnadas to take us in the mesmerizing world of economics. Economics today covers practically every field of life, whether it be trade, whether it be day-to-day dealings, whether it be the affairs of the corporates. Everywhere, the application of economics is seen widely today. And that is the reason why over the past few years, if you see the major universities of the country, the cutoff marks for economics is rising day by day. There used to be a time when economics could be taken as a career by even students who had barely passed the course or even who had obtained grades below 50%. But today, the condition is that a person who has scored only in the higher part of 90s can even dream of pursuing an economics program in many of the universities and colleges of the country. And given that situation, the demand for this course is increasing day by day. And to take us through all those wonderful opportunities that economics holds for us, that once again, often people call it the queen of social sciences, we have none other than Dr. Sindhu Krishnadas with us. Without wasting any further time, let me invite Madam to make her presentation. Over to you, ma'am.
Okay, thank you, Rajesh sir. First of all, thank you, the IGNOU team, for giving me such an opportunity. First of all, I would like to say a few words about IGNOU, Indira Gandhi National Open University. Established in the year 1985, it is the first open university in India with A++ grade of NAC accreditation. And it is one of the largest universities, open universities in the world. So IGNOU is giving an opportunity to mass people who cannot undergo the conventional system of education. So it is offering a variety of subjects, and one of such subjects is economics. And IGNOU is offering certificate courses, diploma courses, degree courses, and postgraduate courses. And the study materials offered by IGNOU is very, very good. And I would like to go to our presentation. As Rajesh sir said earlier, economics and its importance, it is increasing day by day. Especially after 1991, we know that India changed its policy from an inward-oriented economy to an outward-oriented economy with the new economic policy. The system of privatization, liberalization, and globalization, which opened a huge opportunity for the economist. Even the graduates who secured their economics degree from a dignified institution is getting variety of job opportunities such as economist, financial analyst, accountant, investment analyst, financial consultant, data analyst. All these are related with the jobs of the companies offered by multinational companies. And we know that in Kerala and in some part of India, economics is considered as a subject which will take only by the students who get only the pass mark for their 10th standard or +2. But now the system is entirely changed. The importance of the economics that increased because in almost all the sections of the economy, the need of the economist, it is increasing. And in India, after the implementation of new economic policy in 1991, the job creating for the economic students, graduates as well as postgraduates. And even in MBA courses, you have and a subject is economics. A very important subject is economics. So you can see the graduates get a lot of employment opportunities in different fields. But the thing is that many of the students don't know actually where they can seek the employment. So I would like to give you some important jobs after this graduation or post graduation of economics that you can seek. One such important job is that of the analyst, data analyst. If you have a graduate, if you are a graduate in economics, then you will get the job of a data analyst. And this data analyst have a important role in the policy making for our government as well as the important companies. And the economic graduates who can analyze with the help of statistics, they can analyze the trends in the economy, what will be the future trends, whether the firm can produce a particular good or the government, which area the government should focus in the near future, and what's the trends in the labor markets. All these things can be analyzed deeply by the economist. And the individual companies who appoint the data analyst for the data analyst is a very important post, and the companies are offering very good remuneration for the data analyst. Then economic consultant is another important job that you will get after getting graduated or post graduated. The data economic consultant, this this is mainly appointed in the multinational companies and big organizations, big industries, in the business concerns, financial activities, and even in the education sector. The economic consultants are appointed both by the government as well as the private authorities. And the main jobs of the economic consultant are, they are very expert, and they can give certain classes. Certain classes means the legal importance of the economics, and legally they are giving certain, that means after graduation you can also take LLB. If you are an LLB plus a economic graduate, then you can act as an economic consultant by giving legal advices to the big companies if there is any financial problems that arises to that company. And this job is also a very high paid job. And after that, the benefit managers. Benefit managers is actually the managers who work for the laboring class in the companies. You know that the laborers are treated very important, and they are not considered as slaves in the early period. In the early periods, the labor have to work for hours, hours and hours without getting any recreational facility and without getting any leisure time. But now the situation has entirely changed. The benefit managers are the managers who mainly aim to upkeep the benefits of the laborers, and they will evaluate how the job can be made better and why these situations of the laborers have to be improved. Then only the productivity of the labor can be increased, and the total productivity of the firm can be increased. And that's why the benefit managers are, they will create reports, and they will fight, they will give a brief report about the benefits that the companies and the governments that should provide to the laborers in order to increase the productivity of the laborers who are working in the firm. So in a competitive economy, we know that we have to often compete with the multinational companies along the world. Now the market is global in nature. The market is not shut down markets. So In this competitive market and globalization, the companies in India have to compete with the companies abroad. And in that sense, the labors in each of the area, in each of the companies have to be treated in a very good manner. And another important job area is actuaries. Actuaries, it is one of the dream jobs, and an actuary, economist actuary, is getting crores of rupees. The company is paying crores of rupees for the actuaries. And this actuaries is using the mathematical as well as the statistical tools in order to evaluate the different aspects of operation of each of the firms, such as they will deal with a lot of problems of the company, such as the fire. Sometimes the company is taking insurance for crores of rupees against fires, deaths, illness, and business failures. And all these operations, especially insurance oriented operations, these are done with the help of the actuaries. And they are considered as the persons who should profile, who should give the risk profile of the company, and they will give the companies to advise for the insurance premium. The companies have to upkeep an amount for which they have to insure their firms against these kinds of unforeseen incidents. And for this, they are using different softwares. So if you are an economic graduate and if you know the statistics and mathematics in a very good manner, then you can become an actuary in the business first. Then credit analyst. It is actually a microeconomic in nature. The job is microeconomic. It is because we are dealing with small problems associated with the businesses as well as the credit system. Credit system that deals both in the public sector as well as in the private sector. So the clients are mainly the industries, and they give the credit analyst how to give the reports regarding their suggestions about the risk profile. The credit is mainly availed to the individuals and as well as the public authorities in order to start many businesses or different activities. The credit system is very important. Without credit, the government as well as the private individuals cannot perform their activities. So the credit analyst is the person or the individual who provide detailed instructions to the banking system, to which authority, to which person they can provide the credit, and to the limit of the credit they are providing the advice. So credit analyst is a very important post that you can see this analyst post in the banking areas as well as in the private companies. The government is posting this credit analyst. And after this credit analyst, another system that is closely associated with this is the financial analyst. Financial analyst is playing a very important role in the share market. So share market is a very important market, especially which is dealing with the bonds, stocks, debentures, securities, investment in vehicles, and investment in different securities, etc. So the share market is mainly using the help of the financial analyst in order to know about the risk associated with these bonds and securities, because we know that the economy is subject to periodical fluctuations. So, before investing in some of the bonds and securities, we have to know about the pulse of the economy. If you are not an economist, it's very difficult to predict the future of the bonds and security. If you are investing a lot of money in share market, you should know how much return that will give you. And this is possible only with the financial analyst. So for this, the analyst is using different complicated, more sophisticated softwares and different models in economics in order to frame the reports and present their reports to the individuals who are interested in the share market, and they will give advice to the individuals, firms and governments. Even the government is now investing in share market. So the analyst, financial analyst, was giving the an advice to everyone who are seeking to which debenture, which share, which is profitable in the future, and it will helpful for the person who don't know anything about the share market. Then uh, this financial analyst, who is also a policy analyst, who is researching about the issues and impacts of the public sector. In the public sector, we know that the government is implementing different policies from time to time. So the government should know the liability, financial liability of each of the firms. For example, if the government is introducing CARE or some other projects, something related with the infrastructural facilities, before the implementation, the government should know the feasibility of such a project. So the feasibility of the economic project is done. Actually, its feasibility is analyzed by the financial analyst. They know about the feasibility of the project and give advice to the public sector whether the project is a useful one in the future or whether the project become a liability for the government. So the financial analyst is playing a very important role in the present economy. Next, the economic consultant. Economic consultants are also the analytics. They are doing so lot of analytic work in the research field, especially in the economic field. And what they are analyzing is the trends in the industry and the organizations. And why they are analyzing these trends in the industry? Because the economic fluctuations in the economy may lead to sometimes it is crucial for many of the firms. And the firms are very eager to know, they are profit oriented. Their main aim is maximize their profit. So naturally, the firms are very eager to know about the future of their products. Some of the products, if they are introducing a new product or the government is implementing a project, they are very eager to know about the future. And the future of such firms, it can be predicted by the economic consultant, and they will do a cost benefit analysis of the project as well as, and not only in the business sector, this kinds of cost and benefit analysis can be done in a variety of fields such as healthcare, education sector, business sector, finance sector. The economic consultants are playing a very important role. And we know that in the health sector is witnessing a lot of new kinds of epidemic nowadays. And even the WHO is giving warning about the spreading of such important diseases. Every year, a new type of disease is spreading. And what are the financial imbalance that type of diseases are causing to our economy, and how the economy can withstand such kind of, we know that when the COVID pandemic spread in our economy 2 years ago, it badly hit almost all the sectors in the economy. So after such incidents, the revival of the economy is very important. So such revival is possible, and in which sector the government have to focus. All these things can be predicted and give advice to the government as well as to the firms by the economic consultants, and they can act as an expert to witness the works of the senior staffs. So the financial consultants are playing a very important role. And next, the management consultants. The management consultants are actually confined their duty in the business sectors. So the business in the modern days are subject to a lot of problems. We know that the business sector, especially when the economy is badly hit by any of the epidemics or any of the natural calamity, any war, then it adversely affects the financial sector, not only the government, but the entire financial system, the businesses, everything is badly hit by these kinds of unforeseen incidents. So in such cases, the management consultants, they can give assistance to the business activities, and they can also support the staff. Actually, the management consultants are giving a background for the managers to work. The managers are the policy makers when we are considering a firm, and if the managers have to work in an efficient manner, a strong platform is necessary. Such strong platform is given by these management consultants. If there is actually, these management consultants are working as a bridge between the other employees in the office and the manager, top managers. It's actually a bridge, a very important role. So the gap between the communication gap as well as other gaps between the staffs and the top managers, it is actually done by, that gap is bridged by these management consultants. These they are providing certain excellent background financial support as well as quantitative support, and they also provide a strong support to the managers in order to implement various policies, and they also give the recommendations if there is any problems regarding the business, or if the managers have any they want any advice. At that time, the managers consultants are playing a very important role to provide the recommendations and provide advice to the managers. And next is the business reporter. Business reporter is actually a post that is something related with the communication system, mass media. Through the newspapers and through magazines, the people are familiar with the business reports. So these business reports are prepared by the business reporter. The economic reporting, if you have a communication skill, and if you have a language skill, and if you like the media jobs, then you can become a business reporter, and you can write and you can also broadcast the stories about the business leaders, business companies, their success, the writing of various kinds of the report writing regarding the business area. It is mainly done by the business reporter, and it is very this job is something different from that of the jobs that we discussed earlier. And in this they can communicate with the business magnates, and they can also record their experiences and all these things can be done by the business reporter, but they should have an ability to write about the economic issues, and they can also write about the public sector policies. They can also, if they have any opinion about the public sector policies, they can also have done it as a freelance in different important newspapers like Hindu. There is a column, separate column, which is written by the various prominent business reporters. And then next, an important career that any of the economic graduate can dream is IES, Indian Economic Service, and it is equally important as that of IAS. And this is an opportunity. If you are an economic graduate, the minimum qualification is an MA or MSc in economics with 55% of mark. Then you can enter into Indian Economic Service, and the age limit, minimum age limit is 21, maximum is 30, and you can enter into that service by writing the UPSC exam. And after you entering into IES, then you are becoming an important person in the government sector who can plan and analyze the working of the planning commission. Now it is replaced by Niti Aayog. And in the government, important, it's a very crucial role, who can give advices to the Ministry of Economic Affairs, and who is playing an important role in national sample survey and important departments of economics of government. It's actually a job in the government sector, and this the financial advisor of the government, in even in the state governments as well as the central government, is posting the IES officers in chief important economic opportunities posts. Then banking, if you are not interested in the above services, then another important area is banking. We know that the liberalization policy that introduced a number of new generation banking system, banking network, and these banks are creating loads of employment opportunities. And if an individual, if a person, a graduate is working hard, then it is very easy to become a bank employee. The public sector bank, the largest public sector bank is the State Bank of India, which is offering jobs to lots and lots of people every year. And after writing the bank test, after clearing the bank test, you can enter into the banking service. Clerical posts are there, then management posts are there. Different posts, if you are interested in different, there are a lot of posts in the banking sector. You can see a economic graduate can easily acquire that post, because majority of the questions for the bank clerical examination is from the economic area. Then the minimum age is 21 years and the maximum age is 28 years. Then in the banking system, except from the clerical job, you can also become the employee in different social science research institutes, which is placed in New Delhi, and there is also IBPS and other institutions, which is also something related with the financial banking systems, banking services. So it's very easy for a graduate, if they are preparing hardly, to enter into the banking services. And in the banking system, you can also, I tell you earlier, a lot of private institutions and the foreign banks are entering into our economy nowadays. And these banks are also providing the career opportunity. They are appointing branch managers, clerks, economic advisors, development officers, and all these posts are, many of the posts are reserved for economic graduates alone. And if you're preparing with wholehearted sacrifice, then it is very easy for individuals to enter into such a service. Foreign banks, naturally foreign banks, and also the banks, indigenous banks, IDBI, HDFC, such banks, you can see such banks, the branches of such banks in different parts of our world. Then, if you're interested to work abroad in international agencies, then the economic graduate and postgraduates get a lot of employment opportunities in international agencies. The World Bank is there, Asian Development Bank is there, IMF, International Monetary Fund, then International Labour Organization. All these international agencies are also offering promising jobs to the people, especially to the economic graduates. Now, if you are not interested in any of these jobs, if you don't want to work under another individual, then you can start your own business. So if you have a knowledge in economics, and if you know how to deal with the problems, business problems, how to deal with the business fluctuations, if you can predict the future of your enterprise, then you can start and you can become an entrepreneur. There are a lot of employment opportunities for the entrepreneur. Now the government is providing loans at a low rate of interest, especially for the export oriented industries. So the entrepreneurship is one of the promising career opportunity before an economic graduate. So the public sector is now withdrawing from the different sectors. So we know that the job opportunities in the public sector is decreasing, but the job opportunities in the private sector and as well as the self-employment schemes, such opportunities are increasing. So it's your duty to find out the jobs. You have to find out in which area in that you have interest, then prepare for that. Then it's very easy for a graduate, an economic graduate, to seek a very important job in the society. Okay, with this I am winding up my session. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you for that very extensive coverage of the various job opportunities that economics students can have in this wonderful area. In recent times, it has come to the attention of everyone that economics is one area which has to be taken very seriously. And as a result, you see that it is not only the traditional economics graduates who are coming into our post-graduation schemes, but even if you take the profile, in recent times, a lot of engineers and other professionals are also taking admission in masters in economics so that they understand the nitty-gritty of economics very well and take forward their career. Thank you once again, madam, for that wonderful presentation. I'm sure all our learners and those who plan to take admissions in economics in the coming admission cycles as well would have benefited a great deal from what you have stated just now. And the analysis has been spot on. I don't think there is any major area which has been left out by madam as far as the career opportunities go. And I'm extremely thankful that madam has taken time out of her very busy schedule to join us in this early morning telecast. She was engaged elsewhere. In spite of that, madam has made it a point to come and join us. Moving forward, I feel it is also important to give our viewers a small view of what our major economics programs are like in this university. So I'll just share our prospectus, the relevant pages of our prospectus, so that our learners have an idea of what all are the programs which are available for graduates and postgraduates. and even undergraduates for that matter. If you look at page number 140, 139, 140 of our prospectus, you will see the details of Masters of Economics program, the coverage of this program. And as it states, the program comprises of 66 credits and is covered through 11 courses, 9 of them compulsory and 2 of them optional. And the entry requirement is, of course, graduation in any field. So they have mentioned it as bachelor's degree or higher degree from a recognized university. Now, if you look at the course coverage, you will find that it covers all the major areas which Madam was referring to. You will get the skills required to be employed in most of these areas if you do well these courses, which I am displaying in front. These are the papers that you will have to, in fact, complete in your MA Economics program. One is microeconomic analysis, second is macroeconomic analysis, third one is quantitative methods, fourth one is economics of growth and development, then of course Indian economic policy. Then you have compulsory courses like public economics, international trade and finance, economics of social sector and the environment, research methodology and economics. Then you have econometric methods, actuarial economics, about which Madam was referring to as a very important area. Then financial institutions and markets. Of course, you have women and economy, gender issues are also covered. And of course, finally, we have development issues in and perspectives with specific emphasis on economics. So these are the areas that you will be covering in your 2-year MA Economics program. And these areas are very, very relevant for all competitive examinations as well as for your basic understanding of economics. This is as far as the post-graduation program is concerned, and the post-graduation program in economics is offered in 2 media. One is English and second one is Hindi. So this is as far as the post-graduation is concerned. Now coming to the graduation program offered by IGNOU. Now, the graduation program is offered, in fact, in 2 different categories. One is BA General, where you have to pursue 2 disciplines parallelly across 3 years. The second one is honors program, and honors program is in fact the one in which you will be concentrating basically on economics and you will not be diverted onto other fields at all. So let's have a look at the honors program of economics. Now the honors program, as we see on the screen, it has core courses, discipline specific electives, then you have ability enhancement compulsory courses, then skill enhancement courses and generic electives. Now if you look at the core courses of economics, you will find that the major core courses offered are introductory microeconomics, mathematical methods for economics 1, introductory macroeconomics, mathematical methods for economics 2, intermediate microeconomics, intermediate macroeconomics, statistical methods for economics, then intermediate microeconomics 2. Then you have introductory econometrics, which is a very important area. Then you have Indian economy, development economics, and so on. Now, when we come to the second category of courses, that is discipline-specific electives, we find that these are the basic courses offered in economics, that is economics of health and education, applied econometrics, environmental economics, and financial economics. Now, as you would have seen, all the major areas in economics are covered through this BA Honors in Economics course, because that is the kind of coverage that is being provided. Now, the scheduling of the courses over the 3-year period that you will be covering the course is given semester-wise here. The first semester, you will be, in fact, completing 22 credits. Second semester, of course, again 22 credits. Third semester, 28 credits. Fourth semester, 28 credits. Again, the fifth semester, the load will come down a bit, 24 credits. And in the sixth semester, you will be taking up 24 credits of courses. Now, all this goes on to say that in total, you will be completing 148 credits of course in the 3 years that you will be pursuing the BA honors program in economics. Now, I thought I would give you this brief understanding of our economics, two major economics programs which are on offer, so that the students can make an informed choice as to which one they would wish to select and take their career forward. One important aspect which has been recently announced by UGC is the dual degree program. That is, even if you are pursuing a degree program in any of the colleges across the country, you can definitely take one more degree program from an open university like IGNOU. So that gives you a golden opportunity to enhance your understanding of a very important area named economics, which will be very beneficial for you in your career ahead. Now, I will also share some basic details regarding our general admission program, admission related aspects in our short video, which I will be displaying just now. Thank you, everyone. Thank you for viewing this morning broadcast of ours. It has been wonderful having all of you with us in this program. It is indeed a matter of great pride that IGNOU is a university which has got acceptance all over the country and even across the globe. And over a period of time, IGNOU has established itself as a benchmark in the field of open and distance education. And that would not have been possible without the support of all the functionaries of IGNOU, our headquarters with our regional centers, with our study centers, and above all, the learners who have joined IGNOU over the years and have made IGNOU proud. Let me, before concluding, once again thank Lieutenant Dr. Sindhu Krishnadas for joining us in this morning telecast and giving all of us a very vibrant worldview of the wonderful world of economics. And I'm sure all of us will greatly benefit with this telecast, and definitely over a period of time, there will be many more students coming into the fold of economics, not only from Kerala, but also from other parts of the country. Thank you one and all for joining this early morning telecast, and we'll meet you again very soon with another episode. Thank you.